Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Welcome into our Golf Central studios. Whit Watson alongside Mark Rolfing. Lee Westwood coming off back-to-back runner-up finishes in the Florida swing, including a solo second at the Players just a few days ago. The question was going to be at the Honda Classic this week, would he feel some fatigue? The answer, maybe. Even par round of 70 at the Honda Classic at PGA National. A grinding round, but one that did include back-to-back birdies for Westwood to finish. Westwood speaking about it after his round.
Yeah, good. I'm all right. Didn't play so well today, but hung in there, and obviously a good finish. It's always nice to finish birdie around this place, and I think 70's a pretty good start. I think, you know, obviously it's a little bit tougher in the afternoon when you look through the scores, and I think anybody'd probably take under par, or, you know, even par's not disappointing. So, yeah, something to build on for tomorrow morning.
Any worries about starting so early tomorrow morning?
No, not at all, no. Looking forward to getting out there. Hopefully the wind will be pretty calm for the first couple of hours, and make a few birdies and get into this thing.
What were you most happy with today?
Just the fact that I was patient and, you know, just ground it out. I didn't have too much of a game. Hit a few poor shots. Found myself in a lot of bunkers, but my bunker game was good, and I made some nice up and downs, and you know, they're the ones you need to kind of keep the momentum going on a grinding day. I didn't think it was easy out there.
Matt Jones kind of made it look easy. What did you think when you saw the 61 go up on the board this morning?
I thought he had a couple to play. Yeah, that's an incredible round of golf. Could be the round of the year. I mean, 61 round here, when it's flat calms, impressive, but when there's a 15, 20 mile an hour wind blowing, greens are fast, a lot of crosswinds, that's an incredible round of golf. I played with him the first two rounds at Bale, and he missed the cut, and I was quite surprised. I thought he played a lot better than, you know, his scoring suggested, and not really. He's got a nice low draw, you know, good ball flight for this wind, and you know, I'm not surprised to see him shoot a good score. I thought he was kind of on the edge of playing well when I played with him at Bale.
How ready are you for a little bit of rest?
Yes, a week off will be nice, but you know, not making any excuses. You know, if you sign up to play a tournament, you try your hardest, and you accept, you know, kind of the shape that you're in. So, yeah, just keep trying to get a good night's sleep and refueling and hydrating and being ready for the next day.
Lee Westwood alluding to maybe a little bit of a fatigue factor for him after playing so well at the Players and at the Arnold Palmer Invitational during the Florida swing in the last couple of weeks. Mark, ball striking usually his forte, but you've also been very high on his putting over those last three tournaments. What are your thoughts on Westwood?
Well, and he putted pretty well again today. Had 27 putts in the opening round at PGA National. People forget how long his career has gone with him being a very good player. He's won tournaments in 4 different decades, which is remarkable in itself. But in those stretch of, you know, almost 40 years, there have been some real valleys. He's, you know, had effectively the chipping yips. I think he could not chip the golf ball at one stage earlier in his career. Was never a great putter. His long game was phenomenal. I thought one of the best drivers in the world. People forget that he was actually the #1 player in the world not that long ago, a decade ago. He's come really close in major championships. He had that handle of being the best player never to win a major for a long time. And the U.S. Open is going back to Torrey Pines this year, which in 2008 was one that he could have won. He finished 1 stroke out of that playoff between Woods and Mediate, but he could have easily won that U.S. Open. His attitude, though, to me, is like that of a 26-year-old. It's way looser, and he's playing a freer game of golf now. And I think a lot of it has to do with his caddy situation. You had Billy Foster, one of the greatest in the game for a long time. But now his fiancée, Helen Story, has caddied the last couple of weeks and really kept him loose on the course. He's got his son on the bag this week, and he seems to be sort of carefree out there, hitting a lot of pretty squirrely shots, and it's really not affecting him negatively.
You heard the question come up during Westwood's interview about the 61 put on the board by Matt Jones, the 40-year-old Australian veteran with his career best on the PGA Tour, including 3 straight birdies to finish off the round, tying a tournament course record at the Honda Classic. Matt Jones, the center of attention after his Thursday round.
My rookie year, I think I finished 4th here. I think I was tied for the lead for a long time, and I thought about that while I was out there playing. Someone sent me a screenshot of that leaderboard yesterday, so it was good to see that. But no, it's just a difficult golf course, and if you're off a little bit, you can't get away with it around here. So it was good to make birdies and get away with it.
Steve, when did you know something special was going on?
I don't know if you ever know it's special. It was just I was just managing the golf course and hitting good shots. I could control my ball, the trajectory and the shape of it, and if I can do that, I'll be quite confident out there.
How many course records or shares of course records do you have now?
I would not have a clue. I've never kept track, and I wouldn't know. It's something. It's like asking me if I've had a hole-in-one. I couldn't tell you how many I've had. I've never kept track. I actually didn't know I made 4 in a row until I saw it on the scoreboard on 18. I didn't even think about it. You can't think about that on this golf course because every hole can bite you out here very quickly. And especially when you're birdie 5 and then you've got to go play number 6 with that pin today, there was no thinking about what I'd just done.
You seem so unimpressed by this. Is this just your nature to... Steve asked you about something special and you're like,
I mean, I play golf for a living. I mean, I should be able to shoot a good golf score occasionally. It hasn't happened as much as I want, but yes. I'm very happy with it. I was very calm and I was very relaxed out there, which is I'm normally a bit more amped up and hyped up, and I had a different goal this week to be a little more calm. Normally, walk slower, and that's what I tried to do today.
Matt Jones' one win on the PGA Tour was in Houston back in 2014. He's also won the Australian Open twice, his national championship. A look at the Honda Classic leaderboard with Aaron Wise and Russell Henley turning in brilliant rounds of 64. How about Steve Stricker, the ageless wonder, with a round of 66? He is 5 shots back, though, after Matt Jones lit it up, tying the course record, his best on the PGA Tour, with a 61. Back here with Mark Rolfing. You've talked about his ball flight, and I think that Lee Westwood also alluded to it. He seems to have a good shot shape for the conditions at the Honda Classic. That being said, no one saw 61 out there on Thursday.
No, and he said he was very calm. The hardest thing, I think, and I've never shot 61, so I wouldn't know, but the hardest thing has to be, how do you not get amped up when you're 7 under par or 8 under par? You're almost there. I love his little shot shape. Reminds me a number of Australians that hit a low running draw. The ground is very firm down there. It's almost always windy. He has got a phenomenal short game, though. Not a household name in America, so a lot of people wouldn't know how good his short game is, but he is a phenomenal putter. And, you know, I don't expect him to go out and shoot a big high score and totally blow up tomorrow, but it's going to be tough to follow up that 61.
Indeed, it will be. Friday, Golf Central pregame coverage at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Live tournament coverage on Golf Channel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. See you Friday.